I am a soccer fan. Okay, there, I said it. You know what, I've played soccer for over 10 years. I love playing it and I love watching it on TV. And I keep waiting for the rest of America to come and embrace it with me. Yeah, right. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to defend the game to you. If you think it's boring, fine, don't watch it. If you can't stand the sound of vuvuzelas over the television, then fine, don't listen to it. If you can't understand how two well-matched teams can fight against each other for a full 90 minutes and still not score a single point, then don't concern yourself with it. Because that's not what sports are about, right? The actual game? No, they're about points. Who cares about watching the game itself as long as they're scoring lots of points? But who actually wants to earn them? Who wants to work as hard as soccer players do just to get the reward of one single goal? Who wants to watch a commercial-free, almost completely uninterrupted, continuous and elegantly flowing battle between two teams if no one gets their rocked every 2.5 minutes? It's not American football where a guy gets his clock cleaned at the end of every play. Woohoo! Violence! Ha! And then we all sit around for 2.5 minutes while they regroup and decide the best way to knock the shit out of the next guy. That I don't. I used to, but I've accepted the fact that the country that I love will never fully embrace the sport that I love. And I'm alright with that. Maybe that's because right now loving soccer is cool in a nonconformist way, and if everyone loved soccer, then it would be mainstream, and everyone knows that only conformists like the mainstream. What I'm not alright with is how every 4 years, when America catches World Cup fever, that I get a glimmer of hope, just a tiny twinkle of light in the distance that maybe, just maybe, people actually give a shit. Because nothing pulls us together as a country like collectively bitching about some terrible injustice. Brrr, that ref done gone and took a point from us! And don't get me wrong, I was just as upset as the next guy when that ref Koman Kula, however the f you pronounce his last name, disallowed that goal. And I wanted to talk about it, and for once I had people to talk to! People wanted to talk about soccer! Yeah, right. And then, it happened again! They took another point from us! Oh my gosh, everybody was talking about it then. They stole another point! That was a bullshit call. What a bullshit call! I know, how could he possibly think that that guy was offsides? I don't know what offsides means. They stole a point from us. Ah, they stole a point from us! You see, nobody cares about the game, the rule, the flow, the spontaneous and creative improvisation it takes to make a play. No, it's all about the points. And the violence! Don't forget the violence! But you know what? I get it, and I actually hate the same thing about soccer matches that a lot of other non-fans and some fans do. The diving. Oh! Oh! He breathed on me! Red card! Red card! The killing time. Where'd the ball go? I don't see it. Gee, it's too bad you can't stop the clock while I go and look for it. But there are some things that people complain about simply because they don't understand it. Like stoppage time. Why don't they just stop the clock instead of adding time onto the end of every half? Legitimate question, actually. Because in soccer, when play stops, it doesn't stay stopped for 2 to 5 minutes at a time. So when the ball goes out of bounds or there's a foul, the game starts again in a matter of seconds. Unless they're killing time. So it's not worth stopping the clock every time that happens. And why does the clock count up instead of down? For the same reason my girlfriend broke up with me when she asked for a dozen roses and I only got her 12. Come on, people, really? But whether you like soccer or not, the fact remains that it is the most popular sport in the world. Fun fact, the World Cup is the most watched televised event in the world. It even has more viewers than the Olympics. But I don't care if you watch it or not, if you know who Zinedine Zidane is, or if you don't give a flying rat's about it. Just don't pretend to care about it when all you really know or care about is that we were disallowed a goal. Don't get my hopes up and then send them crashing down into the ground to create a crevice as big and as black as the hole that you've left in my soul. I also can't stand people who are overly dramatic.